Okay, so where's your classmates? Oday and Alice in the Wonderland. Okay, so Grace Spoon, Harukas, Baikaus with S because there's two. Baikaus. What's our topic last Monday?
Friction.
Friction. Okay, so when you say friction, what is friction, Poon? Yes,
Yeah.
Poon, what's friction?
What's friction?
What is friction?
What is friction?
Yes, okay, look first in Google. Maybe you can find the answer. Okay, so what is friction, everyone? Oday, do you know what is friction? Oh, you can't speak, right? Okay.
Friction is a force
Is a force
that stop movement of two.
are you sure? Is that
No.
correct, Grace? Baikaw Siriganya, is that correct? Yes, Siriganya. So can you explain to me what is friction? Oh, Haruka, I think your bird is hungry.
Yes.
Your bird is hungry. Yay, Sirikanya, what is friction? Baikaw. Friction is
Friction is a force that stop movement of two
again
connecting
louder.
surfaces.
Friction is a force that stop what?
Stop movement.
Stop movement. Okay, let's see. Friction is a force to stop movement. Okay, so we have two types of advantages of friction, right? So what are the two types of advantages of friction, Grace?
Yes.
What is an advantage of friction? Oh, just give me one, because I just gave you one also. Give me one example of
We
an
are able
advantage.
to walk without sleeping.
Okay, so we are able to walk without sleeping. Is that sleeping? What is sleeping? What type of sleeping are you talking about?
Um,
Um, how do you say sleeping in Thai? Is that
ลื่น
huh?
ลื่น
Okay. Okay, how about a disadvantage of friction, Haruka?
The again.
Disadvantage of friction. Disadvantage.
Friction wears away the soles of our shoes.
Wow, very good. Okay, so friction wears away the soles of our shoes. Okay. So Pipi and Satang and Ode, you cannot talk. Satang, how about Satang? Can you talk?
Sure, sure, sure.
Okay. Okay, so if I ask you a question, you answer, teacher, huh? Oh, what's that? Okay, let's start. So today we are going to talk about moment of friction, or we can say torque. Okay? So what is moment of a friction? Okay, let's talk about moment first. Moment is what? Can you please read? Un?
Yeah.
Okay, please read.
Turning effect of a force about a pivot is called moment.
Moment. Okay, so turning effect of a force about a pivot. Okay, it's pivot, not pivot. Pivot. is called moment. So this moment is not the moment that you share with your crush. When you text with your crush, not this one, not this moment. Okay, so turning effect of a force about a pivot is moment. This is what we call moment. So what examples do we have of moment? When we open the door, when we close the door. Not the moment that you text with your crush, call with your crush. Not this type of moment. Moment, the turning effect of a force about a pivot. So there's a new word there, pivot. So we're going to talk about that later. So again, what is moment, Haruka?
Moment is a turning effect of a force about a pivot. Is
Okay,
called moment.
very good. So an example of moment every day that we're using, opening the door. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about this thing, pivot. What is this? What is pivot? Okay, let's see. So pivot, it is the point on which a mechanism turns. So it is a point on which mechanism turns. So sometimes we also refer this as fulcrum. So fulcrum and pivot are the same. So when you say fulcrum, that's pivot. When you say pivot, that's fulcrum. So again, a pivot and a fulcrum are the same thing. The following here, we have here the example in the picture. You can see the red dots there. The red dots there are the pivots in a human body. So what is pivot again? It is the point on which mechanism turns. So for example, we are going to what? Turn our hand circle like this. So do you think if we don't have pivot, if we don't have the points, the red dots in our body or in our let's just say in our hand, do you think our hand can turn? No. So we need this pivot, okay? So this pivot is the point on which mechanism turns. So another word for pivot is fulcrum, okay? So as you can see here in the picture, these red dots here are the pivots in our human body. And the orange circle there, that is the center of gravity in our body. Okay? Do you get it? The orange dot there, that is the center of the gravity. So I'm going to show you. Maybe you cannot see because it's so small. Or maybe you're color blind. So this is not yellow, huh? This is orange. This is the center of the gravity in our body. And these red dots here, these are the pivots in our human body. In our body, because we're humans. These are the pivots. So again, what is pivot, Grace?
It is the point on which mechanism turns.
Okay, it's a point where mechanism turns. Okay, so in your own understanding, Poon, what is pivot? Here's Poon. Poon? Okay, let's ask Sirikanya. In your own understanding, Sirikanya, by ikaw, what is pivot? What do you understand about pivot?
Uh,
Not just read the PowerPoint, but what did you understand about pivot? Like, what does it help us? Does it help us stand up? Does it help us what? I'm going to underline here what's important. Says turns. What do you think pivot helps
Two
us?
turns.
To turn. Okay, yes. It helps us to turn. So, for example, in a motorcycle, the pivot in the motorcycle is the what? The one in front, the one that you can turn left or turn right. Okay, that is the pivot in the motorcycle. But in our body, we have here in the head, in the neck, our hand, our elbow, our knee, our ankle, our toes. Okay, so those are the some of the pivots in our human body, in our body. So again, a pivot is a mechanism that helps us turn. So if someone's going to tell us why do we need pivot? If you don't have pivot, we can't turn easily. Understand? This is what helps us turn. Okay, so again, fulcrum and pivot are the same. Okay, let's go next. So this pivot, this also happens in not only humans, of course, it also happens with animals. So you can see here, if we don't have pivots in our body, we're not going to be able to move, run, or walk properly. So do you think if we don't have pivots help us turn, right? Just by turning this hand, we have pivot. But for example, if you don't have pivot and you want to raise your hand, how do you think you're going to raise your hand? You're going to do like that. And if you're going to walk, you're going to walk like. So without pivot, we would not be able to move, run, or walk properly. So this is very important, the pivots in our body. So again, this doesn't only happen with human. You can also apply this to animals. Okay? The circles or the small circles in the video below or the picture represents the pivot of the horse legs. Okay, so we can also apply pivot with animals. Okay, not only humans. Okay, so again, what helps? What does pivot do to us, Poon? It helps
Help
us what?
to move and turn.
Okay, it helps to move and turn. Okay, how about satang? Okay, satang, what did Poon say? Pivot helps what? Pivot what? Helps what? Satang. Pivot helps what? Poon, you tell Satang. What does pivot do to us and with animals also?
Help to move and turn.
To move and turn. Okay, so Satang, what did Poon said? Pivot helps us to what?
Move and
Okay, to move and turn. Also, PP, pivot, what does pivot do to us? Helps us what, PP? Just open your microphone and say. Move and is your microphone broken or what? Just say help and help move and turn. Can you hear PP? You guys hear PP? Yes or no? Okay, PP, just say move and turn. That's it. Oh. Maybe he's hungry. Okay, so again, pivot helps us with what, Haruka?
Move and turn.
How about Grace? Pivot helps us what?
Move and turn.
Okay, so pivot helps us move and turn. Okay, so let's talk about what affects the turning effect of a force. So the turning effect of a force is moment, right? Moment, not the moment with your crush, but turning effect, the turning effect of a force. Okay? Happy. Okay, so the turning effect. What affects the turning effect of a force? We have two factors. Okay, we have two factors. Okay, Poon, can you please read for me?
The force weight of the object, the larger the weight, the larger the turning effect moment.
Okay.
The distance between where the force is applied and the pivot, the larger the distance, the larger the turning effect moment.
Okay, so again, turning effect of a force, that is moment. Understand? Turning effect of a force is moment. Okay, so there are two factors that affects moment. What are the two factors that affect the moment? One, force, or what we call weight, how heavy an object is. Second is distance. Not long distance relationship, but distance. How far is the object from the pivot? How near is the object from the pivot? Okay, so the two factors that affect moment or the effect of a force is force, force or weight, and we have distance. So again, let's start with force or the weight. How heavy is the object? So let's say Haruka is 100 kilograms. Let's just say, it's just an example, just an example. Let's say Haruka is 100 kilograms. So the larger the weight of Haruka, the larger the effect of moment. Okay? The larger the weight of Haruka, or let's say Haruka is the object, the larger the effect of moment. Next one is distance. Let's say Grace is staying right now in Ayutthaya. So how far is Ayutthaya from from Pathumthani? Okay, so distance. How far is Grace from the pivot? So the pivot is the place that turns, right? Where it turns, the point where it turns. So how far is Grace from the pivot? And how heavy is Haruka in the pivot? Okay, so this is the one that affects the moment. The two factors that affects moment. So weight and distance. Okay, so let's say, first example. Let's say we are going to put Haruka and Grace in the seesaw. Seesaw, how do you say seesaw? How do you say seesaw in Thai? Huh? I can't hear you. How do you say seesaw in Thai?
ไม้กระดาน
Okay, so let's say we're going to put Haruka. Haruka is 100 kilograms. 100 kilograms. And Grace is, let's say, 20 kilos. Just 20 kilos. This is the pivot, my hand. This is where Haruka stays. This is Grace. So where do you think the wood will go more? Is it going with Baika or going to Grace? Where do you think that the wood will turn? Is it on the way to Baikal? Is it going to Grace? Yes, what's your answer? Is it to Baikal or is it to Grace? Okay, I'm going to explain again. So this one, this right here is Haruka. She is 100 kilograms. Okay? This right here is Grace. She is just 20 kilograms. But this is the pivot. Pivot is the turning point, right? And Haruka and Grace is on the same distance in the pivot. So where do you think the pivot is going down? Is it with Baika or is it with Grace?
Baikal will go
Baika will go down. Okay, so why is your answer like that? Baika. Why do you think the is gonna go down with Baika? Because
She has more weight than Grace.
correct. She has more weight with Grace. Okay, so again, what affects what affects moment is weight and distance. Distance, we're not gonna talk about distance because you have the same distance with Baikau and Grace, the same distance in pivot. But the one that matters or the factor that matters most is Baikau is heavier than Grace. So the pivot is gonna go down with Haruka or Baikau. Do you get the point, Grace? Kun, Satang, Sirikanya, PP, Oday? You understand? Okay. Okay, so this is what affects the moment. How heavy something is or force, and the other one is distance. Okay? So you remember that because I'm going to ask you a question later. Okay, so let's go. Another example. So we have example here below that door B. Let me show you. Okay, so door B will require much greater force to open than door A. So it says here that you will push or you will require more force. So let's just say you're going to push the door more with door B rather than door A. Why do you think you need to push door B more than door A? Who can answer? Why do you think? Why do you think you need to push door B more? Okay, and also remember, pivot is right here. The pivot is right here. So why do you think you need to push door B more than door A? Yes, Surikanya, do you have any idea? None. How about Poon, Haruka, Grace? Do you have any idea?
Because the distance.
Yes, because the distance. Okay, very good. So again, the distance and the weight is going to affect moment. Moment, the turning point. So distance here, you see here that door B, the doorknob is like close to the middle, okay, rather than door A. So again, the factor that affects moment is what? The distance. Very good, Baikal. It's correct. So again, door B, you will need more force to open it because the distance of the doorknob to the pivot, can you see, is closer. So you will need more force to open it. Okay. Again, Poon, Why do you need more force to open door B than door A?
Because
Because what?
distance.
Distance. How about Grace? Why do you need more force to open door B rather than door A?
Because distance.
Distance. Okay, how about Baikaw? Why do you need to open, why do you need more force to open door B than door A?
Because distance.
Distance. Okay. Satang, Pipi, and Ode, you will need more force to open door B rather than door A because of distance. Okay? Very good. You already have the idea. Okay. What else? Okay, so again, this example shows how the distance from the pivot affects the turning effect or moment. Okay, so door B is closer to the pivot. So of course, again, it will affect moment or the turning point. So again, what affects moment? There are two. We have weight and we also have distance. Okay, so let's play a game. Let's play a game. Let's see if you really listen. Okay, what is moment again? What is moment? Anyone can answer. You can open your microphone and just answer. What is moment again? Moment is what? The moment you have with your crush? What is moment, everyone? You can just open your microphone and answer. Moment is the what? Anyone can answer. If you know the answer, you can just open your microphone. Moment is the what?
Turning effect of a force about
Again,
a pivot.
say it properly. I cannot hear you. Louder.
Turning effect of a force about a pivot is called moment.
Okay, so it is the turning effect of the force. Also, you can say turning effect is moment. Okay, so again, what is moment? Grace, it is the what?
It is turning effect of a force about a pivot.
Okay, again, Haruka, what is moment?
Movement. Turning effect of a force about a pivot is called moment.
Okay, again, Baikaw Sirikanya, what is moment?
Turning effect of a force about a pivot.
Again, Poon, what is moment?
Turning effect of a force about a pivot.
Okay, so again, PP, Satang, and Ode, turning effect of a force about a pivot is called moment. Okay, so do you remember the red dots in our body? The one that I showed you a picture of? So what is that? What does the red dot represent? What does the red dot represent? Hello, everyone. What does the red dot represent? It represents what? The
Pivot.
pivot in what? In, you're already correct. It is pivot, but pivot in what? In our
Human body.
In the human body. Very good. That's correct. Okay. Next. Okay, next one. Can we also apply pivot with the animals? What do you mean by that? I don't understand that.
Yes.
Yes, of course. We also need that. Okay. So what are the two factors that affect moment? Two factors that affect moment.
Force and distance.
Force and distance. Okay, so what do you mean by force in the factors that affect moment, Grace? Force is what? Force is?
Force is weight.
Okay, force is weight. So again, the two factors that affect moment is force and weight. Not there is no signal in the internet, or you don't have a cell phone. That's not the one that affects moment. Moment with your crush. Okay, so again, the two factors that affect moment is force and distance. Okay. So why is, for example, with the picture that I show you, door B and door A. Door B, the doorknob is closer to the pivot. Door A is a little far more than the pivot. Okay, so why do you think you will need more force to open door B than door A? Because of what? Because, yes, because of what?
Distance.
Huh? What's that?
Distance.
Okay, it is because of distance. Okay, very good. Okay, so at least you really listen. Okay. Uy. Okay. Okay, I'm shocked. What's that? Okay, so we're going to continue this topic next Monday, okay? So we're not gonna do anything today. We're not gonna write because you already finished last time. Okay, so do you have any questions to make you understand more about our topic? Any questions? None? How about Grace? Baikaw? Surikanya? Haruka? PP? Poon? Oday? And Satang? No questions. Okay, so if you don't have questions, I have a question. Okay, I'm just playing with you guys. Okay, so if you don't have questions anymore, okay, goodbye everyone. Bye bye.